Voters heading to the polls in 4 states that could test President Trump's clout with GOP voters, particularly in West Virginia. President Trump urging fellow Republicans to vote against former coal exec Don Blankenship, who has been to prison. Blankenship saying he is, quote, Trumpier than Trump and not backing down. Okay. So there are 4 states with primaries today. It has, at least to me, felt like this is the only one that's going on here in West Virginia. Gianno, as our guest here, what do you think happens in the end? Is Trumpier than Trump headed to Mansion Land?
I think the president has learned a lesson from his past failings when it comes to Roy Moore in Alabama. I think that Joe Manchin, who is currently the sitting senator there, is very popular. And I know that there's 10 seats that's being targeted by Republicans in areas that Democrats, well, President Trump won in Democrat areas. So
by a lot.
By a lot. So this is a very important seat. And just the fact that this is a great example as to what we can do in terms of moving forward with the strategy. This impeachment talk that's been coming up across the spectrum is something that's very serious. And I spoke with a member of the House of Representatives recently who said that if we don't get the Senate, if we don't keep the Senate and we lose the House, then there can be some very serious implications. So this is beyond just moving the president's agenda forward. This can go into the impeachment conversation if we don't pick up seats or maintain the control of the Senate.
So, Rachel, is this a place where the president should or should not step in? Because what he did was draw attention to a race that now is split among 3 people, you know, statistically. I think Blankenship is up by a couple points.
He has. And I don't think he should step in. I don't. And I know you worked for Governor Romney. When Romney ran against Obama in that second term, Romney felt like a pre-Obama candidate in a post-Obama world. And when I saw the debate between the Virginia candidates, or West Virginia candidates, I didn't know anything about any of them. Right. But it struck me that the other 2 candidates were pre-Trump candidates, and that Blankenship was so authentic. I remember they asked all 3 of them really difficult questions, and the 2 other candidates did the sort of politician talking point where they avoided the difficult question, didn't answer directly. And the other guy who had really the worst thing on his, prison and people who died in his mind, he answered very directly to the people. And I think this is a new era of authenticity.